Despite what some people regard as being a controversial Best Picture win, here is why Anora winning Best Picture is huge for the indie film industry. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, but let's get into today's video. Anora ended up taking home 5 Academy Awards for Best Actress, Best Screenplay, Best Editing, Best Directing, and of course, Best Picture. 4 of those Oscars won by Sean Baker, becoming the first person in Oscar history to win 4 Oscars for the same movie. But Anora was up against some great competitors, except you. We don't talk about you. Overall, though, it was a fine year for Best Picture. Some great nominations like Dune Part 2, The Substance, Conclave. But the way I see it is that there's really only ever 2 movies that are either going to win. Or you have your years like 2024, where Oppenheimer was the clear winner even before nominations dropped. But for this year, 2025, those 2 movies were The Brutalist and Anora. The Brutalist won big at the Golden Globes, winning Best Director, Best Motion Picture Drama, and Best Actor for Adrien Brody. Brady Corbet also won Silver Lion for Best Director. It also won 4 BAFTAs for Director, Score, Cinematography, and Actor. Anora took home one of the biggest pre-Oscar awards you can get, which is the Palme d'Or. Fun fact, the last movie to win both the prestigious Palme d'Or and Best Picture was Parasite back in 2020. Another film that was distributed by Neon that famously became the first foreign film to win Best Picture. So why was it so shocking to not only see Anora win Best Picture, but also take home 4 other Oscars? It started many debates online, people concerned it's supporting and encouraging sex work, some people mad that it's basically just a porno, and some are just happy it wasn't Emilia Perez. All I really care about, though, is how amazing it is that a film made on a tight $6 million budget got the top prize, which makes it one of the lowest budgeted films to win Best Picture, the lowest being Moonlight, which had a $1.5 million budget. And yes, another indie film. I'm telling you all this because despite how much you can do with a big budget, somehow you'll still find a way to do everything you want on a small budget and get rewarded all the same. Sean Baker's previous work like Tangerine, The Florida Project, and Red Rocket walked so Anora could run. Sean Baker has always been able to take a simple story with simple plot structure and elevate it to the absolute maximum. I think that was shown the best in The Florida Project. Also, I heard that after the Oscars, Sean Baker went straight to Florida to have a reunion with the kids that were in The Florida Project, so that's really cute. So, how did Anora win Best Picture? Neon, the film's distributor, took a unique approach to enhancing the movie's chances in awards season. Instead of doing the usual strategies like screenings for Oscar voters and ads, Neon put a tow truck in front of a Los Angeles auto body shop for a pop-up Anora merch sale back in November. Which, if you're interested in what they were selling, go check my Patreon. Just kidding, you're not going to find that kind of content here. But it was a pretty great success. Around 300 fans were lined up before the vehicle was even there. People popped up before the pop-up was popped up.
What the fuck is that?
And for the film's first screening, they filled the theater with sex workers rather than Oscar voters. All of this is in part to Tom Quinn, Neon CEO, who said the idea of pandering to the campaign as opposed to being who you are as a film is a big, stark difference. We never play to the campaign, we always play to the film, filmmaker, and audience, in that order. So they actually spent $18 million on the marketing campaign for Anora, which is 3 times the budget, which yes, was a risk, but honestly, you kind of have to take those risks sometimes and you are rewarded like this. They put the filmmaker first and have nothing but trust for the films they release. Doesn't mean it's going to be a Best Picture level film every single time, but it's why we can pretty much trust that most films of theirs will be bangers. I say most because Neon, which has a staff of only 60 people, pulled off 2 Best Picture wins in a span of 5 years, and in total securing 4 Best Picture nominations for Best Picture. Triangle of Sadness and Anatomy of a Fall are the other 2. A24 has also garnered 2 Best Picture wins, including Everything Everywhere All at Once and Moonlight, with a total of 7 nominations, Lady Bird, Zone of Interest, Past Lives, Room, and Minari being the other 5. But back to how Anora won Best Picture. Well, really, the how isn't important. Filmmaking is subjective, and no matter what film will win Best Picture, there will always be some sort of disagreement. To me, Anora winning Best Picture told us that indie films are important and they are worthy of Best Picture. And might I add, something as wild as Anora winning Best Picture. But also that sticking to your guns and not pandering to anything that you don't truly believe in will get you further than you ever expected. Don't adhere to traditional standards. Be bold. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, but that brings you to the end of this one. I appreciate every single one of you. And remember, your movie moment is right around the corner. See you in the next video.